I was in 6th grade, and the teacher in my science course brought an apple, like an Apple One. I can still remember the feeling of sitting there, looking at it, and just, I want to know how that works. And I did learn how a computer works, and I learned how to make them do what I want them to do. And I like to bring that joy and excitement to new generations of students.
We have incredible faculty here at Khoury College. We have faculty who understand what it means to teach students who are pivoting careers.
I have had some faculty members, some mentors when I was a student who provided me with the right kind of guidance. And I feel that it's now my turn.
What actually drew me to Northeastern as a faculty member was the opportunity to be part of the Align program and to teach an incredible diversity of students.
I approach the topics that I'm explaining as being new to everybody. I emphasize that anytime they're not sure of something, there's probably somebody else in the room who's also not sure of the same thing. So if I say my fruit counter and we use square brackets, what does that look like? Anybody, is that familiar to anybody, that structure there? We access something else in really similar syntax. Yeah, it's right. It looks a lot like the way we'd access an element of a list in an index, except instead of a number, instead of an index number, we use the key. Okay, so there's this really close analogy between an index number in a list and a key. Okay, any questions about that?
Our faculty bring their real-world experience right into the classroom, and so our students are learning from people who are practicing what they're teaching.
The fact that the professors are themselves working in the industry is a big plus because you get an insight of how to connect what you are studying in school to how it's getting utilized in the industry.
One of the faculty members was my professor for algorithms. He works at Microsoft, and he's like, tackle this problem because this is going to be, if you were to interview at Microsoft, this is what you probably encounter. So that was really helpful to have.
Not only were they like a professor, but they were also a network in a sense, right? I could then be like, hey, you work at this company, I want to learn more about what you do, and kind of explore those options with them as well. And so they were a great resource.
And this is all about creating opportunities for our students to learn new things, work with interesting people, work on interesting projects, and just get a great experience while they're here on campus.